For the fourth straight year, the Clay Center Lady Tigers are back at the state championships. This year, they have a chance to go back-to-back. Pregame is here for the defending 4A Division II state champion, Lady Tigers. Our pregame talk with Coach Jeff Edwards is on the way. Pregame being brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance, Jim Gearhan agent. Stay with us. The Lady Tigers defending their state championship in Emporia. Pregame continues next.
Hey Tiger fans, the lights are on, the team is ready, and the coaching staff has put together a successful game plan for tonight's game. Have you thought about your insurance game plan? This is Jim Gearhan with Farmers Union Insurance. Let us help put together a game plan for all your insurance needs. We cover everything from cars, trucks, boats, and motorcycles to homes, combines, and businesses. We can even help insure your retirement. Stop by and see us at 426 Lincoln Avenue, downtown Clay Center. A proud supporter of Tiger Athletics.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame and joined now by the head coach of the Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards, as Clay Center goes back in to defend their 4A Division II state championship at White Auditorium in Emporia. Coach, I get a chance to talk with you really before this, the calm before the storm. We did this interview during the morning hours as you guys were getting prepared to take off to go to Emporia. Talk about the feeling right now, knowing that you've made it back, and then we'll talk about the game against Concordia, but I guess the week preparing and getting set for this road trip you're going on right now.
No, I felt like it was a really good week. We, kind of put some more focus on ourselves. We didn't go extremely physical in our practice, but we did go longer and really prepared for Andale, and I feel like, we talked before, but I feel like the girls had a little weight on their shoulders about, getting back to the state tournament, and, especially after losing to Concordia the week before sub-state. But I feel like that's in the past. I think we're playing good ball again. Defense is stepping up really good in practice, and we're going to throw a couple of things at Andale that we haven't thrown at anybody yet. So I'm kind of excited for the game tonight.
Let's go back to that matchup against Concordia. As you said, you lose 2 to finish out the regular season. The final game was that loss to Concordia on their home court, and then you go back to sub-state and meet up with them on a Saturday night. And it was just a great high school basketball game. First off, 2 teams that know each other really, really well and laid it all on the line. You guys trailed going into the fourth quarter, and your girls actually trailed by 2 to start and then fell behind by 5. And it just seemed to be a little switch turned on. They were determined they weren't going to let that thing get away from them.
Exactly, and you get into the timeouts and some of the natural leaders on the team just come out, and we had a couple of timeouts where, I was basically telling them they needed to get something done. They needed to come together, and we needed to find a way to make something work. We were trying every offensive set that we had, and honestly, we were getting good shots. It was just they were able to clear the shots with their bigs inside and with the athletic Bergman in there. She's and one of the top players in the league, and that caused us probably 12 to 15 misses around the bucket, which really hurt us. You get even 5 of those, and it's a totally different game. So, when it came right down to it, I thought the girls stepped up. You could see it in their eyes that they weren't going to go down without a fight, and they fought, and it ended up helping us get the victory.
36-30, as you said, a little pressure load off the back of this team. I mean, they've carried the defending champion, and they went through the 18 straight wins to begin the season, number 1 ranking, everybody talking about they're going back again. And I think sometimes we lose sight that they are teenagers, and they feel that, and they know what's going on, and they want it as bad as anybody else. And you could almost see the mood lighten for them, and the smiles really come back as they won that basketball game, and now they get set to go back to Emporia.
Exactly, yeah, and as we were talking, it felt like the end of the year ended on a low note, but really, I think that did some great stuff for us. We really got to focus on us. I said it really didn't change anything. All of our goals we set at the beginning of the year have been met thus far. Our next goal is to win first round of state, and then our last goal is to win the state tournament. So we are right on track. We have 6 out of 8 goals accomplished, and we have 2 left. So, I'm very proud of these girls. They played through a lot of injuries. A lot of people don't know the stuff that the team goes through. We're keeping the chiropractors around here in business. lower back injuries, upper back injuries, and soreness and tightness and everything like that. So I'm very proud to be their coach and take them on to Emporia once again.
Let's talk about the matchup real quickly, Coach, against Andale. This is a team that is big inside. And when I mean big, I mean that they take up space. They're very strong inside, and you guys are going to have to try to force some tempo, likely, and probably going to have to hit some outside shots.
Exactly. Yeah, that's our plan right now. It's, the first thing you got to do is get them off the boards and either give them one shot or no shot at all on their offensive end. And then we've got to beat the two bigs down the floor. We got 5'11" and 5'10", and they have some length and they have some size to them as well. And then they've got a 5'8" guard that is just as big. So, right away, I think it could be close to an even matchup, and hopefully, our speed, tempo, and intensity is going to wear them down throughout the second half.
I know that we did the locker room show earlier, and I was talking with you and asked the same question, but for our listeners now, last year you guys had a little routine each game day. Will there be a stop at a park somewhere and a little shoot around today and all those things leading up and to try to get yourself ready again?
Exactly. We've got the exact same plan with the exact same timeline. I had the itinerary from last year, so we just changed time. So we're starting here in about here at 8:45 in the morning. We're going to do a shoot around, and then we're going to get our send off from the high school and go to Garfield and get a send off and go to just outside of town to get the parents send off, and then we're going to eat at Good Sense in Manhattan, and we're going to Council Grove and swing on the swings for just a few moments, and we're going to head to White and relax a little bit before our game starts. So, and then hopefully 3 o'clock we'll take care of business.
Yeah, I love it. It's always fun when this team gets to move in this direction now and a chance to defend your championship. Coach, as always, thanks for the time. Let's go get them today.
Thanks, Rocky.
Back with more on pregame in just a moment.
From the leader in irrigation technology, Valley brings you the smartest pivot controls available with the new Icon series of smart panels. The Icon family has a solution for every need. Whether you're buying a new pivot, upgrading your existing panel, or changing over from another brand, you have the advantage of operating an intuitive, full-color touchscreen interface with the simplicity you can only find in Icon. Smart panels made easy.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Are you in the market for a new house? Do you need a more reliable set of wheels to get you around town? Or do you just need some extra cash for an unexpected bill? Whatever the case may be, Union State Bank is here to help. We have competitive rates on a variety of different loan options suited to meet your needs. Don't hesitate. Call or stop in and visit with one of our loan officers that you know and can trust today. This is Brandy Crimmins with Union State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hey, it's me, Weeds. Let me in.
When weeds come knocking, let your herbicide do the talking. Wilbur Ellis is on call with the fall spray to keep those weeds under control. Now is an excellent time to spray, because once the weeds start growth in the spring, they rapidly develop with the goal of reproducing. See Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, and let us build a specific plan for you and tackle the weeds on your acres.
The new signature wraps from Subway are bursting with flavor, packed with double the meat and just $6.50 each. Try the hearty habanero roasted chicken, the savory chicken Caesar, or the tasty turkey bacon and guacamole, all wrapped in a delicious wrap flavor of your choice: spinach, tomato basil, or habanero. There's also a roasted red pepper hummus wrap for veggie lovers. Try the delicious new signature wraps, all just $6.50 each. Subway. For a limited time only at participating restaurants, plus tax, additional charges for extras.
Clay Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY is brought to you in part by Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, Citizens National Bank of Clay Center, Greenleaf, Concordia, and Belleville, by Republican Valley Irrigation, Ray's Apple Market, Glavin Ford of Clay Center, Union State Bank, TSI Kansas Incorporated Clay Center, and Central Valley Ag.
Go further.
Pulse.
Go faster.
Pulse.
Go fiber.
Pulse.
Twin Valley's fiber network is working for you. Go further. Take advantage of today's new technologies. Go faster. Enjoy internet speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second to keep up with multiple users and applications. Go Pulse. Faster internet for streaming and gaming. Sign up for Twin Valley Pulse Internet Service. Call 800-515-3311. Service availability and internet speeds will depend on location. Call for complete details.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center has more choices available for office furniture than any time in our 70-year history. In addition to the full Hahn product line, we offer a wide selection of other brands of chairs, desks, conference tables, and the increasingly popular sit-stand desks and risers. Check our website at centralofficesupply.com to view our products and prices. Then call or come and see us for assistance in choosing the items that are just right for you. We deliver and install your furniture at Central Office in Clay Center.
Save big on Midas Agricultural Drive Tires from the Farmers Cooperative. Get an instant $100 rebate on all Midas Agricultural radial drive tires now through March 31st. Midas tires are known for their quality, dependability, and traction in the tough conditions of your field. And now, save an instant $100 on the tires designed for high horsepower and load carrying capacity. For complete details, see your Farmers Cooperative Tire branch today.
Farmers Cooperative.
And we do welcome you to White Auditorium for the second straight year. The Clayton Lady Tigers are trying to win the state championship at 4A Division II. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer, Bernie Fancello. We have Drew Johnson joining us, about ready for the Clay Center Tiger band to play our national anthem here at White Auditorium in Emporia, a home away from home for the Lady Tigers. They've tried to stick to schedule as they did last year. There's been a subway stop at Mr. Goodsense, I think it was. There was a park stop for to get on the swing set. And now they made their way here to White Auditorium, right?
They are ready to go. See if they can have the same magic they had last year, stopping at all the same spots.
Absolutely. Last year made their run through the state championships to win the title. This is the fourth straight year the Lady Tigers have been at state. Of course, Park City 2 years prior. Last year in White Auditorium in Emporia. What a great facility and atmosphere. Both bands for Andale and for Clay Center are here. Clay Center comes in number 2 seeded at 20-2. Andale is 12-10 on the year, the number 7 seed. We're going to pause for our national anthem. When we come back, we'll get a look at your starters.
Sometimes you need a new roof. Other times, you just need your existing roof repaired or temporarily fixed after an emergency. Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has made its service division an even higher priority, investing in a service truck that's stocked with most basic roofing materials. So the Geisler service team can provide prompt, on-the-spot roof repairs. Should you ever need wind-blown shingles replaced, a leak sealed, or some other service work, call Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement.
This is Dallas Hassenbank, and Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement has you covered with more than 37 years experience.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From Vera soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor-fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
When you're shopping at Ray's Apple Market, take time to see what's in the wow bins. They're changed out regularly and filled with grocery and household items that will save you even more money. From staple grocery items to trending household products, you can't go wrong with saving money.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
When you've been diagnosed with sleep apnea, your first therapy option is typically some form of positive airway pressure medical device. Whether it's a CPAP or BiPAP unit, you'll find them at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy. A full-time respiratory therapist is also available for questions or to help with your needs. They offer a complete line of durable medical equipment to assist and aid in your well-being. Most insurance carriers will be billed for you. Just bring in your prescription to Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack.
An afternoon tip-off of the Clayson Lady Tigers, the defending champs here in 4A Division II. 4 straight years going to state, and now this senior team has been a part of 4 years of the state championships, come back to defend their title against an Andale team that was in the Bicentennial Center last year in Salina in 4A Division I. They would lose to the eventual champion, number 1 seeded Bishop Miege, who didn't lose to Miege. Well, nobody did last year. They finished 23-0, an undefeated season. And so Andale gave them a fight for a while, ended up losing by 19. So to see a 12-10 mark, they play the likes of Bueller and McPherson, and I mean, it's a loaded schedule. It's not a typical 12-10 team. Clay Center understands that. I know you've watched some film of this team. They're a team that's bulky, and they will not want to get up and run, and they will clog the middle.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a tale of two styles tonight. See if the Tigers get out, force the turnovers, and get the ball pushed down the floor. Andale's going to want to make it a half-court game where they can run a lot of their sets and try to score on mismatches that they have.
If the Lady Tigers can hit from the perimeter, not that they have to rely on the perimeter shooting, but if they do, it really opens things up for this Clay Center team. They can hit from outside, around the arc even, or 15 to 20 feet away.
They did a great job last year during the state tournament. They made 2 outside jump shots, so were able to win the state tournament. They don't have to rely on it, but when those shots go in, boy, they did.
For the Andale Indians, it will be Morgan Geist, and if you recognize that name, Janelle Geist used to coach the Abilene Cowgirls, the head coach for several years. Jessica Geist, you might remember, who played for Abilene, very good player. So the 5'11" junior Morgan Geist, there's that Abilene connection here at Andale. She averages 4.5 a game to get a 5'11" junior. Rachel Burkamp, she'll handle the basketball a lot at 5'8" and a junior. She averages over 7 a game, 3.5 boards per contest. 5 points a game for Tyler Winter, a 5'5" junior. Sophia Easter, almost 5 points a game, 5'7" junior. And Jill Burkamp, almost 7 points a game, a 5'10" senior. Interesting note, nobody averages in double digits, but they've got 6. So they get 7 different players that average 4 or more a game. They really spread it around.
They're really going to be a team that can rely on anybody on a given night. Whoever's playing well, they're going to try to exploit that matchup.
For the Lady Tigers, Allie Wright Frederick, the sniper out top, 9 points a game, 3.5 boards, 2.5 assists. She's a 5'5" senior, wears number 12. Lauren Lane, 11 points a game, 5 boards, over 3 assists. Those assists have just gone up and up as the season's gone along. She's a 5'9" senior. The keeper wears number 15. Hannah Ferguson, 11 a game, over 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists from that post position, a 6-foot junior. She wears number 21. Addie Mullen, a 5'4" sophomore. Defense, we know, has always been there, but her offense has continued to climb throughout the season. 8 points a game, 3 boards, 2 assists, and 3 steals. A 5'4" sophomore. She wears number 23. And Sid Calloway, 9 points a game, a 5'8" junior, 5 boards, 3 assists, kind of does it all, 3.6 steals. She wears number 32. Andale goes with Geist, Burkamp, Winter, Easter, and Burkamp. For the Lady Tigers, it's Wright, Frederick, Lane, Ferguson, Mullen, and Calloway. And we are just about set to tip here at White Auditorium, and there is a great crowd on hand for both sides. The bands are here. This place is a tremendous place to play.
What a great venue. And sometimes the 3 o'clock game is hard. You know, parents have to get off work, and both communities are here to support. It's going to be a great atmosphere today.
Lauren Lane set to tip it off, and as we say so, the official blows the whistle, and we are underway in the state championships, and Andale does not even try for the tip. They just allow Lauren Lane to give it back to Allie Wright Frederick, and Clay Center has their first look, and as expected, a packed-in 2-3 zone. Here's Mullen, left wing, short corner left Ferguson. Back to the right side it goes to Calloway. Sid skips it left. Mullen holds there, now back at the point. Wright Frederick started to step into a 3, doesn't take it. Around right it goes to Calloway. Her skip pass is going to be taken away, though, by Jill Burkamp. Just a little soft getting across that skip pass, and it was taken away by Burkamp. Now Clay Center, of course, man-to-man. Here's Burkamp out top. That's the post. Down low, Hannah Ferguson. Great job defensively. Clay Center trying to run it. Wright Frederick to the lane. Goes up, draws contact, and the Snipers headed to the stripe to shoot 2. Hannah Ferguson, great post defense to get around, get a hand on the basketball, and not make contact, and then the Lady Tigers off and running.
Talking to the coaching staff this week, they really emphasized, can they be more athletic in the post and really fight around, not get pinned behind those big post players.
So Burkamp at 5'11" has length, but it is a a body that takes up space in the paint, too, and that's really across the board. Their guards are sick, and they really go down and hit the glass hard, and something Clay Center has to concentrate on. Wright Frederick makes 1 of 2 at the line.
It's going to be great to see. Clay Center's up here in a press. Going to try to put a lot of pressure on the guards here for Andale, see if they can exploit some of the advantages.
Down forward quickly. We've got a traveling violation. Andale thought they had an and one. Bergkamp headed to the stripe, but she traveled before the contact, and it's Clay Center's basketball. Huge break for the Lady Tigers.
This fell down there on the press, made it a kind of a breakaway for the Andale.
And then Andale had a look inside, but Bergkamp kind of shuffled the feet before she got up off the glass. She had made it, had contact, but it does not count. Clay Center a 1-0 lead. Here's Callaway, right wing, to the post. Ferguson bump, has it stripped away with 2 defenders around her, and now Andale has it back. Andale the other way, Mullen out pressuring on the perimeter. Right wing it deep, out top, near steal by Ferguson. Jill Bergkamp trying to drive it. Now uses upper dribble. To the post, they go down low, and it's another travel, this time against Rachel Bergkamp, the 5'8" junior guard.
You can tell already, started this game, Clay Center is really starting to get out in passing lane, forcing those travels with their athleticism.
Wright Frederick walks it through the timeline. 6.5 to work, opening quarter. Lady Tigers lead 1-0. Callaway to the high post. Lauren Lane trying to dump it down low, and it's taken away by Andale. The Lady Tigers trying to go high post, low post, but the spacing was kind of tough. They were kind of sandwiched together with a couple of defenders clogging up the lane. Bergkamp out top, corner right it goes. Now to the post. Ferguson got a hand on it, but Jill Bergkamp has it. Now back outside, three-pointer left wing, rims off. Good box out by Lauren Lane. And the Lady Tigers clear the board. Clay Center still leads it here 1-0. Back to the direction for Clay Center with the basketball. Wright Frederick goes right wing to Callaway. Sid back to Alley. Now back to Sid on the right side. Skip pass left, Mullen. Addie looks short corner left. Doesn't go there. Instead, back out deep it comes to Wright Frederick. 5:44 remains. Clay Center with the lead at 1-0. Wright Frederick, short corner left is Ferguson. To the point. Mullen, around right it goes to Callaway. Skip pass left. Wright Frederick, a look for 3. Just short. Rebound weak side comes away to Rachel Bergkamp. Bergkamp down quickly. Andale in the half-court set. Callaway pressuring. To the corner he goes now to Winter. She'll bring it back out. Top correction, that's Sophia Easter now to Winter. Tyler Winter with the dribble against Lauren Lane. Almost 3 minutes in. No field goals for either squad. Clay Center has a 1-0 lead. Callaway nearly a takeaway. And then comes across the arm once the ball was loose on Morgan Geist. And it will be Andale's basketball out of bounds. So the foul on Callaway is her first. Team's first. And the first whistle against Clay Center. One against also Andale. Rip through Bergkamp. Jill Bergkamp to the lane. Geist turns, squares with a left hand up off the window and down. Good move inside by the 5'11" junior. Clay Center trails for the first time 2-1. Wright Frederick through the midcourt stripe again against a sandwich 2-3 zone. High post, Lauren Lane. Right side wing. Callaway, 2-pointer up and good. The sidewalk surfer drills it just across the 3-point line. The first field goal for Clay Center.
Great ball movement right there. She really stepped in, had her feet ready to shoot it, made that shot.
4:38 to work here in the opening quarter. Clay Center leads it 3-2. Right side wing, Winter against Wright Frederick to the baseline. Now to the lane. Kick out, Bergkamp for 3, left corner, air ball. Rebound, Wright Frederick lobs it down the court. Mullen trying to catch up to it and just can't get there. And Clay Center turns it over with a 1.32 lead. Neither team able to really get it going offensively at this time. Not really a lot of shots on goal, to be honest, for either team.
Both teams still look like they're trying to settle into the game. State tournament, nerves are probably high at the first one, just trying to get settled in.
Addie Mullen pressuring on Winter as she brings it across with a pass now to Bergkamp. Rachel Bergkamp to the corner. Ball almost knocked away. Now it is going to be out of bounds. They'll stay off of Clay Center. I think Geist was able to save that off of Ferguson, who had a foot on the out-of-bounds line when it touched her leg and went out of bounds. So it'll stay with Andale on the baseline. 3-2. Clay Center leads it almost to the midway point of this opening quarter. Lob to the free throw line to Bergkamp. Jill Bergkamp against Ferguson. Guarded, jumper, tough shot, and good by the 5'10" senior. Her first field goal. She averages almost 7 a game. They'll go deep, this team, for Andale. They don't like to run it, but they are deep enough to keep bodies coming in. Clay Center would love to get up and down the floor in this ball game. Callaway to the corner, Mullen. Addie backs it out with a dribble. Now it's to Callaway. Fakes left. Back to Addie on the right side. 3:42 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Clay Center down by 1, 4-3. Wright Frederick kicks it right to Mullen. Addie holds on the wing right. Now to Callaway at the point. Back left. Wright Frederick looks inside. Now short corner left to Ferguson. Hannah back outside. Wright Frederick brings it out deep to Callaway, and around right it goes to Mullen. Now up top, Callaway bumps by Easter, as she did a good job to go meet the basketball. You know, Andale sandwiches in the lane in the 2-3, but they do jump out at the passing lane when they have the opportunity.
Yeah, they look like any weak pass there on the perimeter. They're really trying to get out and steal.
That time, Callaway did a really nice job of going to meet the basketball and got the bump against Easter. That'll be the second team foul against the Indians. Lady Tigers basketball, they trail by 1. Opening quarter here. Wright Frederick brings it out deep to Mullen. And they'll make it a couple of substitutions on that dead ball. Bria Guchenritter coming in. She is down to the baseline defensively. Clay Center high post to Ferguson. Back outside deep. It goes to Wright Frederick. Alley now brings it out to the point for Mullen. Back right to Alley. She'll look to skip it now instead up top for Mullen. Around left it comes to Callaway. Sid, short corner left. Good patience for Clay Center. Just working it side to side. Alley started to step into a 3. Tyler Winter out there on her. Now she puts the dribble down, backs it out in the corner. Future Bethany Swede now brings it out top to Mullen. Addie with the dribble down. Left on the wing, it goes to Callaway. Sid, skip pass right to Wright Frederick. 2.5 to work. Here's Lane, free throw line jumper. Strong, rebound tipped inside. Burkamp comes away with it for Andale, who leads the Lady Tigers by 1 here, 4-3. Winter into the front court. Right side wing and deep. Now with it is Maggie Knobloch. She is a freshman at 5'2" that does play a lot. Here's Steele, Wright Frederick, and Ferguson. But down inside, it is to the post for Guchenritter, and it's Clay Center now trailing by 3, 6-3. Clay Center near Steele a couple of times. Good patience and strength by Andale. Now Wright Frederick at the point leaves it short on the three-point try, and Clay Center will see Andale get possession back. The Indians lead the Lady Tigers by 3. And now a timeout taken on the floor. We'll break here as well. You're listening to State Championship Basketball on KCLY.
With United Bank and Trust online banking, you have access to your hometown bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year at ubankonline.com. You can view account balances, access statements, and transfer money between your UBT accounts. You can also view account activity, pay bills, and even make loan payments without being limited by banking hours. Simply visit ubankonline.com to learn more. Online banking with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
6-3 ball game. Andale out to a quick start. Lady Tigers struggling against this zone defense and defensively just unable to right now get the tip that's the takeaway. They've been close, but not quite a takeaway yet.
Their pressure is almost there. If they can just get one step further out, they're going to have some run-outs. They had one and turned it over as they were running down the court. They're really close to being right where they need to be.
But they trail 6-3, and it will be possession to Andale. The Lady Tigers go full court pressure. In the backcourt with it is the freshman Knobloch. She will bring it up with Wright Frederick in her face. Works it left, hands it off now to Burkamp. That's the guard at 5'8". She'll stop. Now the dribble drive by Easter. Caught down low. Correction, that is Guchenritter with the drive. And the Lady Tigers force the turnover. Great help side defense. Forces the basketball to Clay Center.
Looks like that pressure finally got that turnover that they've been trying to accomplish here in the first quarter.
Minute 40 to work. Lady Tigers held to 1 field goal and 1 free throw thus far. They trail by a triple, so neither team lighting it up yet, obviously. Here's Wright Frederick. Alley fakes the 3. Left on the wing, it goes to Mullen. Adding, high post. Ferguson out deep to Wright Frederick. Now across right, they bring it back left. Mullen puts the dribble down, tried to go to Lauren Lane, couldn't get it there. Now back out deep it comes, around right, lob down low, Lane to Ferguson, kick out Mullen. Addie spins her way to the paint. Now in the corner it goes to Ferguson. Skipped right for Callaway to the high post Lane, and she is fouled. That will be the 3rd team foul against Andale. And Lauren really strong with the basketball because the freshman came at her Knobloch and came across the arm.
Yeah, the more it seems like those passes work around against that zone, the more frantic the top of the Andale zone gets. They're trying to scramble and get that steal. It's caused a couple of fouls already here in this game.
Play center from the baseline. Wright Frederick lobs it wing right to Mullen. Back in the corner. Right Frederick, alley goes down low. Here's Lane. Great step through, and the finish down inside by the keeper. The Lady Tigers back within one, 6-5. 53 to work here in the opening period. Baseline drive. Winner gives it off to Gutschenritter. She puts it up and in. She's got her second field goal coming off the sideline. Play center trails 8-5. 41 to work. Right Frederick walks it up. Lady Tigers finally found a seam against that zone defense. And what a finish inside then by Lauren Lane. Right Frederick holds it outside with 28. Play center may milk this down for a final shot at the end of the quarter. They trail by triple. Here's Mullen. Short corner left Ferguson, 20 seconds. Out top, right Frederick takes the three. Now dribble penetrates to Callaway with 15. Short corner right Lane. Out deep Mullen. Ball fake and drive. Now skipped across to Callaway with 9, with 8, and a blocking foul. Bucket good, but they called this before the shot. Sid Callaway could drive.
That looks like that's going to be 2 on Knobloch there. The freshman comes in as the point guard.
Yeah, she picks up 2 very quick, handling the basketball. Both of those fouls coming across the arm, and this time on the blocking foul as well. From the baseline, right Frederick to the corner. Callaway with 7. Now drives, leans, fingertip roll is strong. Stick back by Hannah Ferguson, and Play Center gets the bucket. That will end the quarter. 8-7. Play Center trails by 1. We're headed to quarter 2 here at the state championships.
When it's time to purchase a vehicle, you owe it to yourself to check out Glavin Ford of Clay Center. If you want the best deal possible, that's what Glavin Ford of Clay Center will do for you. Starting with our engines and oil changes for life, that's huge, folks. And your trade-in is worth more to us here at Glavin Ford. So if you're upside down in your current vehicle, it's important that you shop Glavin Ford of Clay Center. Go to our website at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or come see us at downtown Clay Center. Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Play Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
Lady Tigers trail 8-7 here at White Auditorium. It will be Andale's basketball to begin the second period. Lady Tigers got 2 each from Lane, Ferguson, and Callaway in that first quarter. Now near still out top. Addie Mullen trying to get to it, and she does keep it alive. Now Andale on the floor. Did they travel to a jump ball, and Play Center gets the basketball back. And there's the Tasmanian Devil once again. Addie Mullen really defends everywhere on the court.
Pressure took over there just a little bit in that inbounds play. Nothing's easy when you play Play Center.
Play Center will have the basketball here, trailing by 1. Alley right Frederick, left side, now brings it out to the point against the 2-3 zone, played by Andale. Callaway, left wing, right Frederick, good look for 3, just short. Rebound, weak side, kept alive by Lauren Lane, but knocked out of bounds off the Lady Tiger senior. Well, that's a great look for Alley right Frederick. I say keep shooting that one.
Those looks keep coming this game. She's going to have a really nice night by the time it's over.
8-7 ball game. Play Center down by 1. Now the full court pressure nearly forcing a 5-second violation. Now Andale does bring it across the timeline. It's Knobloch, the freshman who picked up the 2 fouls, working against right Frederick. Wing right, it comes to Winter. Now dribble drive. Winter pulls up. 15-footer is strong. Weak side board. What a box out by Sid Callaway. Play Center has the basketball back here, trailing by 1, just underway in the second quarter. Right Frederick to Haley Franson, who has checked in. Around left it goes to Mullen. Lane and Callaway on the court along with Alley right Frederick, who has it out top. Now to Mullen, left side. Addie back to Alley, and around right it goes to Franson. To the corner right, Callaway. Skip pass back outside to Mullen. Starts to drive. Now high post Callaway. Looks down low. Tip pass looking for Lane. What a catch by Lauren Lane to keep the possession. Now right Frederick out top. Misses on the 3. You can see the frustration on the face of the senior for the Lady Tigers. 6:49 to work. We're in the opening half. Play Center down by 1. Basketball goes back to Andale. And again, the full court press coming from Play Center. They haven't maybe gotten a lot of turnovers, but they've gotten Andale sped up at least with this press.
Yep, and they have 6 on the floor right now. They can't figure out who to get off the floor.
And their head coach, Ted Anderson, finally reaches out and yanks Knobloch to the sideline, and they do now have 5. Inbounds pass again, closing in on a 5-second call, but Andale does get it in. Winter now brings it up against Mullen. Winter stops, has used her dribble up. Good defense. Now it's kicked outside to Burkamp. Callaway on her. Screen from Jill Burkamp to the corner. 3-point attempt on its way short. Box out by Lauren Lane. Play center hands it back. A one and done on the defensive side. Mullen out deep. Has it and now brings it out further deep to Allie Wright Frederick. Play center down by 1. 6:21 to work. Both teams scoreless thus far here in the second quarter. Branson, short corner right, Callaway. Back outside to Haley. Branson, skip pass left Mullen. Addy to right Frederick. Allie holds and back right it goes to Branson. Haley skip pass, nearly taken away now. Mullen attacks. Takes it up in the crowd. No. Rebound kept alive off of Andale. It'll be Clay Center's possession. Lady Tigers are 3 of 9 from the field, 4 of 8 for Andale, so neither team shooting it real well. The only free throws have been the very start of the game, Clay Center 1 of 2, and not many fouls called on either squad.
It still feels like a game no one's really settled into yet.
Hey, Allie Wright Frederick, real quickly, I agree with you, Drew. Trying to get it in Lauren Lane, just couldn't handle it cleanly. Bounced back to Allie, was out of bounds. Yeah, kind of just like a couple of boxers. See, not wanting to take a shot, you know?
Feeling each other out here still just a little bit.
It'll be Winter bringing it across. Addie Mullen out pressuring. 5 count is on. Now she picks up the dribble. Ferguson tips it away, but Andale able to keep possession. Burkamp starts to drive, now stops. Skip pass left. Callaway had it, rips it, down court. Addie Mullen, the run out. Has at the left side lane is good.
That's a heck of a play by Sid Callaway right there to rip that ball away, throw it ahead for Addie Mullen.
And not only rip it away and get the pass down court, it was on the money. And Addie Mullen kissed it in. Play Center has the lead back 9-8. Winter in the front court. Play Center's man-to-man defense really pressuring right now, and Andale having some trouble. Everything out on the perimeter. Now Jill Burkamp kicks it out to Winter. Lane on her. Jill dribble drive through the glass. Lay in, no. Lauren Lane the board. Play Center want to push it. Lane toward the paint, all the way down court, back to the bounds. That'll be off of Andale. Play Center keeps the basketball. And Lauren Lane, coast to coast off the rebound, and that's exactly what you want her doing against this team. Get them out and run.
Man, Andale was really sped up on that last possession. Play Center's pressure man-to-man is really starting to take effect.
Right, Frederick will inbound from the baseline. Lobs it left wing to Mullen. Addy, high post, Ferguson, corner, right Frederick. Allie puts the dribble down. Skip pass right to Callaway. 4:53 left first half. Clay Center leads by 1. Right Frederick pull up from 10 and drills it. She has 3. Good ball fake and in rhythm, able to step into the shot from 10 feet away. Big bucket for the Lady Tigers. They lead by a triple, 11-8. Outside with the basketball is Easter, giving off to Burkamp. This is Rachel Burkamp, the guard at 5'8". And the dribble drive by Winter. In the lane, shot block Lane. She tries to draw the charge, and a good move by Winter to get around Lauren Lane, and then Lauren went up and blocked it, came across the arm.
It was a pretty athletic play. The rotations for Clay Center were pretty good there, just broke down at the last second.
It'll be Winter at the stripe to shoot 2. The first free throw up and good. The first free throw attempts of the game for the Indians of Andale. And with that free throw, Winter is on the board and cuts the lead to 2 for Clay Center at 11-9. 4.5 to work first half. Working on getting you a score on the Hanover Wildcat boys out at 1A Division I. We have a timeout taken here on the floor. Lady Tigers lead by 1, 11-10. Both free throws good for Winter. Timeout to Andale. We're back after this.
We are not doctors, but we play one on the radio. I'm Ryan Gearhand from Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed. With next year's spring crops just around the corner, we can write you a prescription for fertilizing your wheat. Proper fertilization is a critical factor in producing optimum and profitable wheat yields. We may need to run some soil tests to diagnose the right amount of fertilizer to put on at the right time. Follow the doctor's orders and make an appointment with Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed.
The Citizens National Bank is ready to provide you with a great borrowing experience, whether you're buying, building, or refinancing a home. We offer first-time home buyer, FHA, VA, and conventional home loans with competitive interest rates on a national level and flexible term options to fit your financial situation. With little money down, we can assist you with getting into your dream house. The Citizens National Bank. Mortgage loans with the personal attention you deserve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
4.5 to work here in the opening half. Clay Center up 11-10 to have a score on the Hanover Wildcat boys over Rural Vista after one quarter, 20-11. Hanover leads by 9. That's after one period out at Hayes. 11-10 here. Lady Tigers with a lead of 1 in the basketball. Franson to right. Frederick takes the 3. Left on the wing is Bullitt. Addie back to Alley and around right to Haley Franson. Callaway and Ferguson running the post. Skip pass left Mullen. Addie holds outside. Now to right Frederick between the rings. Right side beyond the half moon is Franson wanting to go to the post. It's really covered up. Now she gets to the high post to Ferguson. Kick out Mullen. Addie attacks to the baseline. Callaway. Ball fake. Drives. Bounce pass away. Taken away by Tyler Winter of Andale. 3:52 remains. First half. Clay Center trailing here 11-10. Dribble drive by Easter. Shot on the right wing up and missing for 3. Rebound weak side. Players go to the ground. It'll be a jump ball arrow that belongs to Clay Center. Lauren Lane back in. Branson will come out. So you have Mullen, Ferguson, Callaway, Lane, and Wright Frederick on the court for Clay Center. They lead by 1 nearing halftime. By the way, at half, we will get a chance to hear from our locker room show this week. Addie Mullen, Hannah Ferguson joining us along with Sid Callaway. We'll have that interview coming up at half. You can catch it on KCLY's YouTube channel. Here's a lob down low. Mullen trying to hit Callaway on a backdoor cut. Andale read it. Down court, and now Andale throws it right back away, and that's the speed they do not want to play it. I know I'm kind of beating that point to death, but they really don't want to run.
It really seems like the more the game is getting up and down here as the teams are going in the second quarter, the more advantage Clay Center has.
Clay Center leads at 11-10 through 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes. It's just a 4-2 ball game in this quarter, but now Lauren Lane, another shot down inside. She has 4, and Clay Center back out to a 3-point, 13-10 lead. Left wing deep is Burkamp. That's Rachel Burkamp off to Jill Burkamp, who's the post. The drive with the left hand, tough shot, no. Guys at the board for a moment. It's tied up inside with Ferguson, and the possession arrow this time to Andale.
I really liked on that last possession for Clay Center. Lauren Lane was very aggressive when she got the ball there at the short corner.
4 fouls on Andale, just 2 against Clay Center. So neither team near the bonus on that jump ball call. Andale does inbound it from the baseline. Winner in the corner. Mullen, as always, defending. Now the bounce pass, wide open 10-footer on the way and good from Rachel or Jill Burkamp, and she has 4, the 5'10" senior. 13-12, Clay Center by 1. 2:40 remains in this second quarter. Wright Frederick walks it up the floor against that 2-3 Andale zone. Right wing and deep is Callaway. Sid looks inside the paint, and she's called for traveling. Not sure she actually traveled. It just looked very awkward.
She raised up on her toes there to look for the next passing lane. Hard to tell from over here, but
call goes against Callaway, and so it's turned over to Andale. In the front court, Burkamp, 2-on-2 to the paint. Jill Burkamp, judge shot blocked by Ferguson, and it's out of bounds off of Ferguson. Touched it last. Burkamp trying to save it back in bounds, but they say Ferguson, who did block it, it must have hit out of bounds before Burkamp touched it. So the basketball to Andale on the baseline right of the window. Winner brings it into Burkamp, the post. Back outside it comes to Sophia Easter, and Wright Frederick defending there. Left sideline. Just in bounds is Winner against Mullen. Great defense, ball loose. Mullen diving on the floor, almost came up with it. Want to look down inside, and the bucket good by Jill Burkamp.
That was really unfortunate. Clay Center done a great job right there to get the ball set up, and just an unfortunate bounce allowed for a layup.
Callaway out top right. Frederick 3 balling away for the lead back. Yes! The Sniper's first triple of the game. She missed her first, I think, 4, but really caught and in rhythm, knocks it home. Clay Center leads it by 2, 16-14.
That was really the first 3 where she hasn't had any hesitation. She's just gone and taken the jump shot.
Easter with a drive and shot, no. Rebound kept alive by Ferguson, now loose on the floor. Picked up by Winters. It's saved back outside. Morgan Geis, pretty good play on the offensive end to keep that alive, and now Burkamp drives it. Rachel Burkamp, her first bucket. We are tied at 16. What a battle in the opening round. 1:23 to work second quarter. Wright Frederick walks us through the timeline, left on the wing to Mullen. Back to Alley with that monster 3 the last time down. Skip to the corner for Callaway. Now back left it comes to Mullen. Dribble penetrate. Stops. Off the lane. Lauren back out top. Wright Frederick thought about another triple. Instead puts it to the floor. Loose. Now picks it back up. And will set offense with 1 minute left in the half in a 16-16 tie. Callaway to Alley. Around left to Mullen. Addie lobs it high post to Ferguson. Now skip to the sideline right. Callaway. Lauren Lane. Back out deep left Mullen. Addie to the point. Right Frederick left alone. Doesn't take it. Now to Callaway. Short corner lane. Lauren to the point. Right Frederick. Her second three. Not this time as it rims out of the rebound to Burkham. 33 to work first half. Place that are tied up 60 apiece with Andale. Here's a drive by Easter. Cut off. Cross lane. Pick off by Lauren Lane. Now Lauren's going to bring it herself. And with 22 to work, Coach Jeff Edwards holds up the index finger to indicate we'll go for one and try to take a lead into halftime. 15 to work in a 16-16 tie. Wright Frederick down to 10. They'll set it in motion now with 8. Wright Frederick still the dribble. Down to 5. Now 4. Now 3. Dribble drive. Tip away. Lauren Lane had it for a moment. Ball loose in the paint. 0.4 seconds. Arrow belongs to Clay Center. They'll have to tip at the buzzer to try to get a bucket now. It will be inbounded by Wright Frederick. 0.4 seconds. All that's left here in the first half. Tied at 16. Substitutions in late for Coach Ted Anderson. Now Wright Frederick, see where they try to lob it to. The wing left ball and couldn't get a clean catch on it. And we're headed to half in a 16-16 tie here in the state championship. A quick check-in on stats. Halftime interview coming up. All at half here at White Auditorium.
From tire sales, repairs, and oil changes to batteries, computer diagnostics, and more, TSI Kansas is your full-service diesel repair facility. We offer a 3-bay shop that's large enough to hold your truck and trailer while it's being serviced. Our skilled mechanics will ensure your repairs are done right the first time, keeping costs down and your downtime to a minimum. We also offer DOT inspections whenever you need them. Call TSI Kansas of Clay Center at 785-632-5183.
Real quick check-in here before we go to our halftime interviews. Mentioned Addie Mullen, Sid Callaway, Hannah Ferguson. We talked with them during the locker room show earlier in the week. 16-16 tie, 6 points from Jill Burkamp, and 4 from Bria Guchenritter lead the way for Andale. The Lady Tigers, that big 3 from Allie Wright Frederick late. She has 6 first-half points, 4 from Lauren Lane, 2 each. Hannah Ferguson, Addie Mullen, and Sid Callaway. We'll look at further into these stats from the first half when we come back. But next, we have our locker room show interview with Addie, Sid, and Hannah on the way.
At Oldie Seed, our Know to Grow research program gives you first-hand knowledge of the performance characteristics of each hybrid and variety we offer. We use that knowledge to help you select from the latest traits that include Extend, Enlist, Liberty Link, and Roundup Ready 2. When it comes to selecting your hybrids and varieties this season, count on your Oldie Seed representative. They have the latest trait technologies backed by a solid research program. At Oldie Seed, we have your back.
We're joined by Sid Callaway, Hannah Ferguson, Addie Mullen, 3 of the Lady Tigers getting set to go back to the state championships. Well, for one, a first trip to Emporia, but we welcome Hannah into the defense of a state title in 4A Division II. I'm going to start over here with Sid, and let's talk about the game against Concordia. What a basketball game, first off. At any point, were you nervous in that basketball game?
Probably the third quarter when we were down. Kind of started panicking, but then we calmed down and finally put it all together and finished it.
So, Hannah, you know all about the gym in Concordia. You spent some time there as a wee one, right? Now as a big basketball player for the Lady Tigers. What was it like to kind of get things going? You pick up your 4th foul, and I thought there were 2 really pivotal plays. You made a steal on our defensive end that started a fast break, and then you finished a bucket down inside. And I held an anxious breath when you poked that basketball away. Were you nervous at that point at all?
I was a little nervous, but honestly, when I got the steal, I wasn't aware of my fouls. I kind of just went for it, which could have been bad, but it turned out all right. So
it turned out terrific. In fact, Addie, we talked defense. I've talked about you on defense a lot this season, and particularly the last 3 or 4 ball games, and in the sub-state championship. I mean, if I'm a guy on the basketball floor, I don't want you guarding me. Do you enjoy playing defense?
Yeah, I love defense. I always think regardless of what's going on offense, you can always work your butt off on defense. So.
And she does just that. In fact, across the board, these gals out here working, they play defense as good as anybody I've seen in a long time. Addie, I'll start back down here. Okay, you guys got to 30 seconds left, and you kind of had a feeling it was going to happen. Wasn't over. When did you yourself think, we've got this done? Was it when zeros came on the clock, or did you have a little time to enjoy it?
It was under a minute, and we were shooting free throws. And I knew we still had to stay locked in, but it started to set in. It felt good, relieving.
Getting to Emporia, Hannah, these girls know what it's all about. I assume there'll be a stop at a park somewhere on the way down. Do you know the tradition of the play in the park?
I know a little bit. They're gonna fill me in later, but I know a little bit of it.
So have you been to White Auditorium before?
No.
It's a great facility, and it's our home away from home now. So enjoy it. It's our den in Emporia. So I think you're gonna have a good time there. Sid, getting back to state. I know it was a goal. Talk about the 2 losses toward the end of the season. Kind of how that maybe, I don't know if it changed your mindset, if it had any effect on your attitude, but what was the feeling of the team and you personally?
I thought it hurt a lot because we were on a roll, but I think it brought us closer together. It made us realize that we were kind of getting complacent and we had to step it up, and we showed that at Sub-State.
So what is the goal going into the state tournament? And I know to win 3 and defend your title, but what are the things you guys have talked about? We do this on Tuesday when we record this, and you're going to be playing on Thursday. What have you talked about since coming out of Saturday's game?
Just we need to work hard in practice and win the first round, and then from there it's taking every little step to the state championship.
Feelings on playing the early 3 o'clock game on Thursday. Is it good for you to just get it out of the way and go, or would you rather wait around and see some other teams play?
No, I like to just play and get the win and get it over with, so we have momentum going into the next day. We know what we're dealing with, so I like to play early. But.
Addie, as you go back into Emporia and you guys have a feel for what it's like to be there, you know your way around the gym, and it may sound kind of goofy, but to be honest, it should help your attitude. What will it be like going back in and everybody knowing here come the defending champion?
I think it'll feel good, but we got to keep in mind that puts an even bigger target on our back. So although we're more comfortable, we just have to be ready for whatever's thrown at us.
Great answers. Okay, Tiger Talk is here as we go to the state tournament. With the road trip to Emporia, which Lady Tiger is the best joke or storyteller on the bus? You can say yourself if that's the case.
I probably have to go with Allie. She's always making us laugh.
So Allie would be the best joke teller or storyteller, you agree?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Okay, unanimous. On the bus, pregame, practice, which Lady Tiger will you say is going to be the DJ, control what music's played?
Allie always plays the music before the game, or Addie sometimes does. So between those 2.
So Allie again, right? Okay.
Yep, Allie again.
Yeah.
Are you wanting to take that control over next year? It sounds like you're stepping in.
Yeah, I kind of have a little playlist made, so I'm ready for it.
It's good to plan ahead. All right, name one superstition or habit that you must do before every game or on every game day. Hannah, we'll start with you.
I like to eat the same things before, and I always wear the same socks and everything that I wore for every game.
So I guess I've got to ask this question. Can you talk her into eating Mr. Goodsense before the game in Emporia?
Yeah.
That's part of the tradition you're going to learn about, okay? Addie, a superstition habit you have?
I really don't. I don't have a certain thing that I do every game, but...
Just go do it, right? All right, Sid?
I usually get dressed the same way every game, wear the same socks and stuff.
Perfect. Now, I got to ask real quickly, I don't have the nickname for Hannah yet, but I'm doing some exploring on that to see if there's any research I can do. Do you know what a sidewalk surfer is?
Yeah, skateboarder.
Yeah. You okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Do you have any idea who the Tasmanian Devil is?
Yeah, I heard that was my nickname.
Could be shortened to Taz before it's all said and done, so keep up that kind of work. Keep it rolling.
All right.
You keep doing that post work inside because it's a lot of fun to watch these girls play. The Lady Tigers heading to the 4A Division II state championships to defend their title in Emporia.
The 4th annual color race is this Saturday, March 11th at the Clay Center Middle School. Participants, come check in and get your shirt and goodie bag this Friday. Early check-in is from 3 to 7 p.m. on Friday at the shelter, 109 South 4th Street in Clay Center. Dogs must have proof of vaccinations at check-in. If you didn't get signed up and still want to participate, you can sign up at early check-in or on race day at 9:30 a.m. T-shirts and goodie bags are given to late registrants on a first-come, first-served basis. We can't wait to see you this Saturday at the color race.
Back once again at halftime, Rocky Downing along with Drew Johnston. We have a studio engineer, Bernie Fancella, here on the opening day of the state championships for the defending champs, and it is a battle for the defending champs, Drew. A lot of times you don't see numbers and stats add up completely to a tie basketball game. But you look across the board in this game, they are almost dead even on every statistic.
It is very, very similar as you look down the stats today in the first half. I think the stat that really stands out to me the most in the first half, both teams have 8 turnovers. Clay Center really that's a little uncharacteristic for them. They take care of the ball usually really well, and their goal for the day was to force turnovers.
And they have turned some basketballs over that they just don't normally do. Clay Center, that is. Unforced errors that I know that I'm sure they've talked about. Rebounding is pretty even. Andale has a 1 rebound advantage there. One thing you noted as we talked during the halftime break while we heard the interview, and again, thanks to Coach Jeff Edwards letting us go in and do the locker room show this week. You can catch that on our KCLY YouTube channel. You can see the whole interview and see the interview with Coach Edwards. But something you said, Drew, is Lauren Lane's had a good first half. 3 rebounds, couple of buckets. She just hasn't got a lot of opportunities. She may need to get really aggressive with the basketball because she's so athletic. I don't know that the bigs for Andale can keep up.
That's kind of been the matchup that I saw in the first half that Clay Center can really start to exploit. Lauren Lane catch the ball, putting it on the floor with a dribble, trying to get to the lane and score.
Clay Center will not have the basketball. That last possession that ended up in a jump ball kind of cost Clay Center because they didn't get a look. 0.4 left, so they lose the second half opening possession. It'll be Andale's basketball. 16-16 tie. Allie Wright Frederick leads the way for Clay Center with 6, 4 from Lauren Lane, 2 each for Hannah Ferguson, Addie Mullen, and Sid Calloway. They open up with Calloway, Ferguson, Mullen, Lane, Wright Frederick on the court, man-to-man defense. Andale goes in the corner to win her. No real foul trouble. 2 against Knobloch for Andale, but neither team got the bonus in the first half. They really let him go. Then a lob inside to Burkamp. She kicks it outside. Now up top, 3-pointer up and in for Bria Ritter. Correction, that is Sophia Easter with 3. 5'7" junior, her first field goal. And a 3-pointer to start for Andale. The Lady Tigers trail 19-16, opening up in the second half their first possession. Wright Frederick around right wing to Calloway. Back to Allie at the point. Now left to Mullen. Addie, high post. Ferguson left alone. Goes right baseline. Calloway, step in. Mullen fakes the 3. Dribble drives all the way against Geis. Shot up and good. Or no good. They call an offensive charge. Mullen had the step to the paint. Morgan Geis stepped over and able to draw the charge. Bang, bang call. It goes against Clay Center. And so a 3-pointer for Andale. Now a turnover on the offensive foul gives the basketball back to Andale. The start to the second half, not what Clay Center was looking for. It will be Andale with possession as Winter walks it up the floor, 19-16, just a minute into this second half. First foul against Mullen. There's a drive down low. Calloway tried to draw the charge. Doesn't get the call on this end. Now outside to Burkamp. Another 3 try. No. Rebound battled for. Branson keeps it alive. Lauren Lane comes up with an in-the-reach-in foul against Burkamp inside for Andale. For the Clay Center crowd, made some noise when Mullen was called for the charge, and on the other end, Calloway doesn't get the call.
I know we've talked about this all the time. It's such a hard call, but those seem like very similar plays.
Agreed. Do have an update on the Abilene Cowgirls. They're battling KC Piper 22-17 halftime. They trailed it right in that ball game against the number 1 seed. Right Frederick left to Addie Mullen. Right it goes to Calloway. Baseline right, Lauren Lane. Forces it into the post, and the ball is now taken away by Andale. 6:23 left to work for him, the third. Andale with the lead by 3. In the front court, Geist has it. Left and deep it goes now to Easter. Hit that big 3 to begin this third. Now she drives the lane. Wild shot off glass, no good, and Hannah Ferguson brings down the board. Right Frederick racing back up the floor. Right baseline, Calloway attacks, steps to the paint, and called for traveling, trying to get around Jill Burkamp inside. So the basketball possession goes back again to Andale. Here comes the full court pressure for Clay Center. Winner, long time getting it inbound, finally does so up the floor to Burkamp, and now Winner will bring it up herself. In the corner to Morgan Burkamp. She'll drive, stop, kick out to Winner. Rachel Burkamp, I should say, not Morgan. It's Morgan Geist who's down in the post. Winner, baseline right to Easter. Back outside it comes the Winner. 5:45 left, skip pass left for Rachel Burkamp. Ball fake and drive. Pulls a guarded jumper strong. Rebound weak side. Geist able to go up over the top of Callaway and tip it and keep it alive. Now the drive by Geist is up and in. Morgan Geist has her second field goal. Clay Center's fallen behind by 5 here, 21-16. Right, Frederick brings it up.
Be a really big possession here for Clay Center. Need to get a bucket to get right back in this half.
They've been shut out through almost the first 3 minutes of the second half in this third period. Right, Frederick, left wing. Skip pass to Callaway. Baseline drive. Bumped, and an offensive charge called for the second time against Clay Center. Callaway had it looked like a second foul maybe going on Burkamp, but instead the offensive charge called, and tough calls may they be. 3 have gone really against Clay Center.
They're going to have to find a way to fight through a little adversity here. Never going to be easy at the state tournament.
Callaway picks up her second foul. Long down court pass. Cranston almost got a hand on it. Rachel Burkamp into the front court with it. Clay Center trailing by 5. 5:03 to work here in the third. Burkamp with it. Left baseline to Rachel Burkamp. Down to the lane. Dribble drive. Shot up and no good. Rebound loose. Tied up. Jump ball arrow goes to Clay Center. Callaway able to tie it up with Guchenritter. And I'll tell you, the junior off the sideline had 4 first-half points. That was an athletic move inside the paint. Callaway able to tie it up on the rebound, though, and Clay Center does have it back. They trail by 5, yet to score in this third period. Right, Frederick. Right side wing, Franson. Haley holds, now puts the dribble toward the paint, kicks it left to Mullen. Addy out top. Right, Frederick holds there. Back right wing, Franson. To the post, the back to the bucket is Callaway. Now out top, right, Frederick, 3 ball, short. Rebound, a long one. Right, Frederick comes up with it. Now knocked to the ground, and a foul will be called against Burkamp, and it'll be Clay Center's basketball on the sideline. Good hustle play by Allie Wright Frederick off the miss. And Clay Center still scoreless through the first 3 minutes and 35 seconds of the third quarter. And they will have the basketball here again.
This Andale zone has really been effective, making them pass the ball around a lot, and they forced some outside shots that Clay Center just hasn't made so far.
Clay Center with it now. Allie Wright Frederick. Left and deep to Mullen. Addy to the corner left, Lauren Lane. Wide corner, now back out deep. Right Frederick catches in the crowd. Baseline right, Callaway for 2. Bingo! Sid Callaway knocks down her second field goal. Both have been from about 15 feet away. This is on the baseline right. And Clay Center gets that monkey off the back, scoring in the third quarter. At the midway point, they trail by 3, 21-18. Here's Knobloch, the freshman. Kick to the corner for Winner. Mullen pressuring there. 3:50 left third. And Andale throws it away. Tasmanian Devil, Addie Mullen, forcing the issue on the baseline drive, and Winner threw it too tall.
You try not to be like that as this is a team, but when you score a bucket, it always just brings a little bit more energy on the defensive end. They flew around there, forced a turnover.
21-18, Clay Center back with the basketball, down by the triple. In the corner right, it goes to Callaway. To the post, Lauren Lane threw a crowd inside, no, and the rebound off to Burkamp. Winner now in the backcourt, again pressured by Mullen. Lob to the paint. Guchenritter, shot off glass and good. Tough shot, she has 6. Clay Center again trails by 5, 23-18. Coach Jeff Edwards begging for a call down inside on the last bucket by Lauren Lane. Maybe putting a seed in the ear of the official. Here's Lane in the corner. High post Ferguson. Ball fake and drive all the way to the glass. Strong move, no. Gets it back, up and fouled. Hannah Ferguson headed to the free throw line. Good move. Ferguson catches at the free throw stripe. Little ball fake and go. Missed it through contact, then got it back and even stronger and gets to the stripe.
That's going to be a play that we need to see probably here for the next 3 minutes of the third and into the fourth quarter. Can they get up all the high posts, attack the backcourt?
Free throw good for Ferguson. Now they're letting them play here, as we said. That is just the third free throw attempt for Clay Center. There's been only 2 free throw attempts in the game by Andale. So if you're wanting to get fouled, you better go to a different gym. You need to just play through and play on. And Ferguson does so and makes those free throws and cuts the lead back down to 3 at 23-20. That also allows Clay Center to set up the full court pressure. Andale will inbound it. Lady Tigers go full court. No one on the basketball, but they deny everybody else. It comes in to Knobloch in the backcourt. The freshman brings it up. Now checked by Addie Mullen. 3 minutes remains here in the third. Lob left sideline and out of bounds. Even with the catch of the coach of his point guard, Tyler Winter, Knobloch threw it too tall. That's 2 straight turnovers on Andale.
That was one of our points there early in the game. Get Andale to turn the ball over. Great early, easy opportunity.
Clay Center gets it back now, trailing by 3. They've been down by 5 numerous times here in the third quarter. Brad Frederick, right side corner, goes to Callaway, back outside to Alley. Now left and deep, Mullen, corner left to Lauren Lane. High post, Anna Ferguson drives the paint again, takes it up against numbers. No, rebound pulled away by Geist. And Andale has it back, leading by 3 with 2:35 to work here in this third period. Geist with the dribble against Ferguson out deep. She's picked up her dribble. Now hands it off to Winter. Driving. Wild shot, no. Rebound, Guchenritter up, and she has 8. She's been a real X factor for Andale. She averages almost 4 a game, 8 in this contest already, and Clay Center back down by 5. Callaway, skip past the Mullen. Addie, left wing. Back out deep for Wright Frederick. Alley, left side to Addie. 2:07 left here in the third, and a timeout taken on the floor by the Tiger sideline. 2:05 remains third quarter. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Cooper Tires Take the Money and Ride event is back this spring. Celebrate the arrival of warmer weather and longer days with new Coopers for your car and a reward of up to $100 when you buy a new set of 4 qualifying tires. Now through March 31st, earn a $100 prepaid card by mail on selected Cooper tires. See your Mr. Tire Farmers Cooperative Tire branch.
Investing in our owners' success. Farmers Cooperative.
Hello, Patterson's Apothecary. How can I help you? Yes, we are open, even with all the construction. Yes, the road closed sign to our west will be there for a long time because of the hospital expansion. But you can get to us from the east on Liberty Street or from the north on Lafayette Street. We're here from 10 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, except for lunch from 12:30 to 1:30. And you can still drive through or walk into Patterson's Apothecary for your prescriptions. Okay, thanks for calling.
Did have a halftime score for you on the Hanover Wildcat boys again, 46-21 leading Rural Vista. So Hanover in good shape at halftime. The Lady Tigers with 2:02 to work third quarter, trailing here. Clay Center trails Andale 25-20. That's out of the Clay Center timeout. Right and deep is Sid Callaway to the post. Ferguson turns, squares, goes up. Foul called inside on Morgan Geist. Anna Ferguson headed to the free throw line, and little gamble by Andale. They went man-to-man out of that timeout, and Clay Center had a post-up opportunity with Hannah Ferguson inside.
They've been so successful in that zone. I think they tried to surprise Clay Center. It didn't work there.
Times out, sweat yourselves, don't you? You know, if it ain't broke, why try to fix it?
Right.
Clay Center with a chance here at the stripe for Ferguson. Free throw up and good. And Hannah Ferguson, 3 for 3 at the line, and she has 5 points now in the game. It cuts the lead to 4.
Big free throws here for her down the stretch of this third quarter.
Morgan Geist with the foul for Andale, just her first. Team's fourth for the Indians. And Ferguson, 4 of 4 at the line. There's not been many free throws for either team, but Clay Center cashing them in here in the third, cuts the lead back down to 3.
Clay Center has really struggled there the last end of the season making free throws. They've been good here today.
Concordia, they kind of got it back in that sub-state championship game as well.
Kind of figured out a little bit.
Here's Knobloch in the corner right, short corner to Geist. Lauren Lane on her. Now outside it comes to Easter. Hands off to Burkamp. 1:35 to work. Clay Center down by 3. Addie Mullen, a near steal, does knock it out of bounds, disrupting the Andale offense. 25-22. The Lady Tigers were held scoreless through almost 4 minutes of this third period, but they've been able to finish to this point strong and has the lead down to 3. From the sideline, Jill Burkamp to inbound. It comes out top, Rachel Burkamp. Dribble drive. Wild left-handed shot, no good. Rebound on the baseline. Saved in by Andale to Jill Burkamp. Down the corner to Rachel Burkamp. Free throw line, Geist. Outside to Easter. Right, Frederick out on her. 1:22 to work. Geist in the corner right. High post to Burkamp. She turns, hands it outside to Easter. Little weave. Knobloch drives it. Cut off by Frederick. Near steal by Callaway. Now skip left. Rachel Burkamp takes 3. drives the paint. Right side wing is Easter. She'll dribble penetrate. Kick out. Burkamp for two, short. Long rebound. Good box out by Hannah Ferguson. And Clay Center has it back with a minute left in the third. They trail by a triple. Wright Frederick into the front court. Now back into 2-3 again goes Andale. High post to Ferguson. Starts to dribble drive. Kicks it out now to Wright Frederick. You see Andale paying a little more attention to the middle of the post now. They kick it right Frederick. To the corner it goes to Callaway. High post, Hannah Ferguson. Drives, cut off to Callaway. Sid back left and deep for Mullen. Fakes on the three. Now dribble penetrates. Kicks it to the corner for Lauren Lane. 25 to work. Here's Wright Frederick to the paint. Goes strong. Blocked by Geist. And now a tie-up. Wright Frederick, Geist both go to the floor. And the arrow this time going to Andale. 21 seconds left third quarter. 25-22. The Lady Tigers trail by 3.
Have a chance to get up on the full court press now. Just jump ball. See if they get a turnover here in the last 20 seconds to get one more opportunity.
Winner will inbound it. Mullen back is a safety. The other 4-9. No one on the inbounder. They try to clear it out. They get it in. Wright Frederick near steal. Does knock it out of bounds with 20 seconds left in the third. The sniper up defensively, causing problems for Easter that time.
It's going to be difficult to try to get it in one-on-one against Allie.
Now Winner again from the baseline. Lobs it to the corner. Geist doesn't want it. Right back to Winner. Now she'll bring it up with 17. Addie Mullen on her as she nears the half-court stripe. 12 seconds left across the timeline. Now right it goes with 9. Winner hands it off to Easter with 5. And a long three well before the time was out. Airball short. I don't think Sophia Easter realized how much time was left.
Block also ran a little bit there after the ball hit out of bounds.
Maybe 2.5 to 3 seconds, I would think, which gives Clay Center an opportunity at least if they do put the time back on. So 2.5 seconds, length of the floor to go. Andale not pressuring down court, so we'll see if Clay Center can get a look here before we head to the fourth. They trail by 3. Lauren Lane. Sid Callaway catches at the half-court stripe. Three-pointer on its way. Will count if it goes just off glass and then off the front iron. Headed to the final 8 minutes. Clay Center trails 25-22. You're listening to the Lady Tigers State Championship Basketball.
Think for a moment about all the high school youth who not only excel in academics, but also are successful athletes. It's not a coincidence. These student athletes possess the attributes of self-motivation, determination, and willingness to work hard. They shine on the court and in the classroom, and Clay County National Bank is proud to support them. I'm Emma Gurton, and on behalf of the entire staff, we wish the Tigers every success this season. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
I was straightening my office when, what in the world?
Paper. Here's another whole truckload of premium 96 bright multi-purpose paper. Where do you want it?
Right here. We just barely have room, so we're having a sale. We beat another price increase, so this is still $39.95 per carton or $36.95 for 10 cartons or more.
Look, buddy, I don't care where you sell it for. I just need it off my truck.
For the best prices on the best paper, come see us at Central Office Service and Supply in Clay Center.
It's to the final 8 minutes. Clay Center does have the basketball to begin. They trail by 3, 25-22. Sid Callaway. Kick out to Addie Mullen. Left side, nowhere to go. Back out deep it comes to Wright Frederick. Alley to the corner right. Callaway against contact. Steps inside. Now further low it goes. And Lauren Lane through 2 defenders. Up and in. She's got 6. Clay Center trails by 1. Winner into the front court to Burkamp. Now Hannah Ferguson out on her. Burkamp trying to get rid of it. Almost to the backcourt. Saves it and gets it back across to Easter. Now to the post. Geist inside. Takes it up. No. Gets it back. And blocked by Lane. A jump ball arrow goes to Andale on the baseline. So Clay Center will stay on defense, but a big stop down low because Morgan Geist had pretty good position.
Looks like a good opportunity for Andale, so he's able to smother that thing in the post.
Into the third out in Hayes. Hanover now leads 58-30, so the Wildcat boys look like they're on their way. Ferguson near stealing the inbounds. Out deep is Burkamp. Now left to Easter with Allie Wright Frederick on her. Clay Center man-to-man trying to pressure. Geist out deep to Rachel Burkamp. Dribble drives, cut off by Callaway. Now to the corner right. Winner. 3-point attempt is strong. Weak side board. Ferguson tips it, chases it down. That will be off of Ferguson. They say touches it last. Hannah thought it was off of Andale, but it stays with the Indians on the sideline. Clay Center down by 1, 25-24. Well, the one thing Concordia did for Clay Center, prepared them for games like this. They trailed to start the fourth there. What a move by Tyler Winter through 2 defenders, and now Clay Center trails 27-24. Wright Frederick, left wing, Mullen to tie it. Yes! The Tasmanian Devils drills the triple. We're tied at 27-27. 6:39 left. Fourth quarter here at White Auditorium. Time out on the floor. You're listening to Lady Tigers State Championship Basketball.
It's healthy, it's fresh, and it's now available at Ray's Apple Market. Stop by the Rock House Cafe and Bakery and build your own salad, then enjoy it at the sit-down section. Meet your friends for lunch somewhere new at the Rock House Cafe and Bakery.
Here at Ray's, it is our passion to give you, our customer, a pleasant, time-saving shopping experience while providing exceptional products at value prices with uncommon customer service. Thank you from our family to yours. Shop small, shop local.
Lady Tigers have tied it up. What a huge three-pointer from the sophomore Drew. Addie Mullen tied it at 27 each.
That ball came over to her, ice in her veins, to be able to knock down that three.
Big-time bucket. Now the pressure again for Clay Center. Lady Tigers tied at 27 apiece. Outside it comes Easter. Left to Winter and made that huge bucket earlier. Lauren Lane denying on the inbound. So Clay Center thought that went off of Andale Morgan Geis. They're going to say, though, it stays with Andale on the baseline. Great defense, though, by Lauren Lane on the post.
Tough call there. I thought Lauren made a really good play to tip that ball, and then it went off the end.
Indians do keep it. Here's Burkamp near the post against Ferguson. They try to lob it low. They do. Lane from the backside tipped it. Burkamp gets it back now to Winter. She dribble drives through 2 defenders, and she is going to be called for traveling. What a shot, though, by Tyler Winter. Hasn't been real aggressive to the lane twice in this quarter, but Clay Center gets it back as she traveled trying to step through 2 defenders.
Great defensive possession for the Tigers there. Really rotated well on the pass.
Lady Tigers back down, trying to take the lead for the first time of the second half. They've trailed after being tied at halftime. They've trailed the entire way in the second half. They have possession here. Lauren Lane below the bucket goes strong. She's fouled. She'll be at the stripe with a chance to shoot 2 and give Clay Center the lead. You know, as good as Lauren Lane was all of last year, and as consistent as she is, it was here in Emporia. I thought she played her best basketball of the season, and she may be on her way again.
It takes someone stepping up to the state tournament, I think, to be really successful. You've got to have somebody that plays maybe a little better than they had the rest of the season. Find a way to get it done to take a state.
Now Lauren Lane knocks down the free throw and gives Clay Center the lead for the first time of the second half, 28-27. Still 5:57 left in this game. Second free throw from the keeper is strong. Rebound comes off to Kuchenritter. Andale the other way. Clay Center leads it by 1. Winner to the baseline, Easter. Sophia Easter against Wright Frederick. And now they give it outside. Rachel Burkamp. Good defense by Wright Frederick. Now Mullen the steal. The sophomore with the run out. Has off glass, and yes, Clay Center by 3. Addie Mullen hits the three-pointer to tie it, and now hits the field goal on the run out. Great defensive play. Winner to the post. Kuchenritter strong. Rebound. Burkamp back up and good. Jill Burkamp has 8. Her first bucket of the second half. Clay Center by 1. 5:22 remains, fourth quarter when we come back.
Hey, it's me, Weeds. Let me in.
When weeds come knocking, let your herbicide do the talking. Wilbur Ellis is on call with the fall spray to keep those weeds under control. Now is an excellent time to spray, because once the weeds start growth in the spring, they rapidly develop with the goal of reproducing. See Ryan, Mike, Kenny, Alan, or Brent at Wilbur Ellis Reed Seed and Feed, and let us build a specific plan for you and tackle the weeds on your acres.
Hanover Wildcat boys update you 58-30. They lead over Rural Vista out in Hayes, so they look comfortably on their way to a Friday 4:45 tip-off. The Clay Center Lady Tigers, nothing's been comfortable for either team in this one. Drew, it has been some kind of state matchup in the opening round.
It's been a real battle, and it's the state tournament. That should be what you expect at this level. You want great teams state tournament. They should all be great matchups.
Clay Center does have a 1-point lead, 5:15 to work. Addie Mullen, dribble drive, kick to the corner. Lane for two, short, rebound. Ferguson keeps it alive. Now falls to the ground. The rebound taken away by Bergkamp. Good look by Lauren Lane. I thought for a moment Ferguson could bring it down, but Bergkamp just had enough of the basketball to pull it away and then gives the possession to Andale. Now Callaway takes it right back and a reach in on Rachel Bergkamp. Now the 16th foul on the Indians, and the 1-and-1 could be a possibility here.
Make a note at the 4:54 mark. Andale has 6 fouls. If Clay Center can continue to be aggressive, they're going to have a chance to shoot some free throws here late.
Possession to Clay Center with a 1-point lead, just under 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Right baseline, it goes to Callaway. Back out deep for Mullen. Addie's had a huge second half already. Lob to the right wing for Wright Frederick. Alley to the post. Lauren Lane catches in the crowd. Goes up. Misses. Rebound. It was blocked by Bergkamp. Now taken back by Lane. Lauren gets it back out deep, and Wright Frederick has it. The Lady Tigers keep the possession alive. Good hustle play by Lauren Lane. Sometimes the two gets to the 50-50 opportunities when they're loose and rebounds or loose ball, and that time Lauren Lane just outfought Andale. Lane has it in the corner now. Back outside to Wright Frederick, nearing the midway point of the fourth quarter. Clay Center by 1. Mullen drives it, kick out to Callaway. Back to Mullen on the wing left. Addie back in the corner. Callaway, Sid, back to Addie again. 3:58 remains here in the fourth. Clay Center a 1-point lead in the basketball. Wright Frederick, high post, near the arc for Ferguson. To the corner, Callaway starts to drive, and then got it knocked away and off of Callaway out of bounds. So possession to Andale with 3:48 remaining. Clay Center a 1-point lead. Back to the direction will come the Indians. Mullen, who has hounded winner the entire game, has her again in the front court. Left on the wing, it goes to Gutschritter. She'll drive it right. Frederick stands in, and they call a blocking foul against Wright Frederick. We have seen every call that could have been a charge go against Clay Center. I thought Allie was there a long time.
Yeah, there were 3 of them there, and thought she was set for a while.
Instead, it is the third team foul against Clay Center. Wright Frederick's first foul. 2 free throws coming from Gutschritter, and she buries the first. We're tied again. And you said in state tournament, someone's got to step up. For Andale, it's been this 5'11 junior, or 5'8 junior. She's been dynamite tonight.
She's been very good. Clay Center's going to have to make sure they find a way in the last 3:35 to keep her contained.
Made the first free throw for the lead. Andale can't get it down. Rebound. Rachel Bergkamp gets it off the board and knocks it back in. And now Andale by 2. Bergkamp's got 10. Wright Frederick to the wing right. Callaway, high post. Ferguson attacks. Short on the shot, just off the front iron. And then we've got a jump ball arrow going this time to Clay Center. Great attack by Hannah. Just didn't finish the shot inside.
Those are the looks they're going to have to continue to get.
Wright Frederick will inbound left of the window. 3:21 left. Clay Center down by 2. Lauren Lane to Mullen. Addie holds outside. Now we'll put the dribble down. Gets it off to Wright Frederick. 3:10 left in this game. Clay Center down here 32-30. Wright Frederick. Right side wing, Callaway. Short corner right lane into the paint. Ferguson hammered. It'll be a foul, they say, on the floor, but it will be a 1-and-1 chance for Ferguson, who thus far is 4 for 4 at the stripe in this game. Everything big now. Possessions, rebounds, free throws. Coach Edwards asking for a shooting foul and not getting it. They'd already given the basketball to Ferguson to shoot the 1-and-1, and then the official who was over on the sideline talking with Coach Edwards had not had a chance to report that to the scorer's table. So they stop. It should be a 1-and-1. 32-30. So Hannah Ferguson will have a 1-and-1 chance here. The 6-foot junior has 6 points in the game. Ferguson steps to the stripe. First free throw. Cuts the lead to 1, is buried. So the call, whether it was on the shot or not, does not matter now, because Hannah Ferguson took care of it. Now to tie it on the second free throw.
Great opportunity there to step to the line, block it, stop, make a second one.
She buries both. 6 of 6 from the stripe for Hannah Ferguson. And now you bring in Haley Franson to set up the full court pressure.
Another opportunity to get this full court press. You can't get a turnover here.
Long down court pass. Franson tips it. It's loose to the sideline. Lane got a hand on it. Now Burkett below the bucket. Off balance. They call a foul. It's just the fourth team foul against Clay Center. They call the push on Lauren Lane.
That's an okay foul right there in transition. Don't give up the bucket, especially with only 14 fouls.
32-32. We're tied. 2:56 remaining. Andale will have possession on the baseline left of the glass. Winner will inbound it. To the corner it goes to Guchenritter. Now Winner, dribble drives, shot, strong, rebound, weak side, right Frederick. Clay Center, a chance to regain the lead with 2:45 remaining. Right Frederick backs it out beyond the arc. Left and deep for Mullen. Addy looks to the sideline, gets the call from Coach Jeff Edwards. The lane in the corner. Back to Mullen. Mullen will dribble penetrate all the way in the lane. Shot off glass, no. Rebound, Burkett clears it for Andale. Good drive by Mullen. Now Andale in transition loses it. It's headed back the other way. Clay Center's basketball. They sped it up again, Drew.
They did. Had a great look there from Addie Mullen attacking. Touch maybe, got bumped, didn't get the call. We're able to hustle back and retreat to speed him up.
So Clay Center will have possession, tied at 32, 2:26 remaining. This has a real feel of last year's opening round of the state championship. They survived and advanced. It's what it's all about this time of year. Callaway to the post. Ferguson can't get a shot away. To the corner it goes to Mullen. Addy. Kick to the corner. Lauren Lane. Ball fake and drive. She'll step in. Takes the shot. No. Rebound. Callaway keeps it alive. Loose ball in the corner. Burkett out of bounds. And they call this a foul against Clay Center on the sideline. It will be possession to Andale. The 15th foul. That's right in front of Coach Jeff Edwards. And you can see he didn't like the call. So Andale gets it back. It's the 15th foul. Again, no free throws. But an empty possession for Clay Center with a chance to take the lead. It goes back to Andale. Clay Center will pressure even with the ball on the sideline. It comes into Winner. Addie Mullen pressuring there. Winner up the right sideline. Mullen turns her. Now reaches in, pokes it away. It's out of bounds. Mullen, the last to touch it, went right between the legs of Winner and out of bounds to Andale on the sideline.
The cumulative pressure the whole game there made Winner even ask the official for a foul after that. Addie's pressure was great.
32. Andale from the sideline, lob toward the paint. Rachel Burkamp, Callaway on her. She's picked up her dribble. Tip pass, Callaway takes it away. Now to right Frederick. Alley across the timeline. Clay Center tied at 32 with possession. We're down to a minute 43 left in this game. Right Frederick with the call out top. The zone for Andale 2-3 really extending a bit right now. Wing right, Callaway. Sid to the short corner. Lane to the post. Ferguson. Now Callaway, dribble drive, kick out right. Frederick for the lead. Three ball is off the mark, out of bounds to Andale. Pretty decent look on the kick out. Didn't look like Allie ever had real control of the basketball. So we're tied at 32 with a minute 22 now remaining. Andale's possession. And again, the full court pressure, right? Frederick nearly took it away. She does tie it up, and the arrow belongs to Andale. And a timeout taken by the Indian sideline. Andale ran the old, I'll pass it out of bounds to a teammate, and the inbounder stepped in play. Right, Frederick read it pretty darn well. And now do we have a timeout or not?
I believe he tried to call a play here. Maybe it sounds like timeout.
Well, they're going to say no timeout. Both teams had started to the sideline. So the official thought he heard timeout. He did not. Andale has it. Length of the floor to go. And again, the full court pressure from Clay Center. Will it finally wear Andale down? Trouble getting it in, nearing a 5 count, 5-second violation. Or do we get a timeout? Timeout taken by the Andale sideline, down by the trail official. 32-32. Timeout on the court. Lady Tiger basketball continues next.
Is it time for a new car, truck, or SUV? Do you want to get out from a high car payment into something you can actually afford? Whether you want a new vehicle or an upgraded pre-owned vehicle, Glavin Ford of Clay Center has got the best selection around. We'll take your trade and give you more than anybody else will because it's worth more to us. Take a look at our inventory online at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or stop by our lot and see for yourself. We are located in downtown Clay Center, Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
Saving for retirement can seem complicated, confusing, even scary, but it doesn't have to be. Hi, I'm Kathy Affolder for United Bank and Trust, and we're here to help. As we go through tax season, now is the perfect time to think about opening an individual retirement account. If you have questions or want to get started, stop by and ask for me or Terry Jermark. We'd love to walk through the process with you. Saving for your retirement with an IRA at United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
Andale against the pressure. Addie Mullen nearly with the steal. Does knock it out of bounds. What a read by Mullen. She would have had a lane if she could have handled it, but sprinting into the passing lane, it ends up going out of bounds and off of the Lady Tigers. So Andale will now inbound. They can't move the baseline. It's lobbed in. Burkamp lobs it further down court to Easter. Two Lady Tigers back. Wright Frederick will foul before Easter got to the paint. That's just the 16th foul, so a smart foul by the senior.
Really heads up play there by Allie, not to give up the layup there.
32-32, a minute 9 remains, fourth quarter. Andale's basketball on the sideline. Lady Tigers stay in the pressure man-to-man. Burkamp inbounds, or tried to, now stops. Now gives it to Tyler Winter with Addie Mullen out on her. Both teams in the bonus from here on out, a minute 3 remaining. Andale the possession. Mullen pressuring, and now they get a bump. With 1 minute left, that's been going on the entire game, and now they call the foul, which gives Winter a chance to strike for a 1-and-1 opportunity. She is 1 of 2 at the strike in the game. Tied at 32, 1 minute remaining.
This is why you play sports right here. Down to the final minute, a great atmosphere.
Free throw up and good. Winter hardly took a breath when she received the basketball from the official. One bouncing up and down, and now the Lady Tigers trail by 1 with 1 minute remaining. Second free throw is also pure. She now has 5. The Lady Tigers trail by a bucket, 58 seconds remaining. Wright Frederick, left and deep to Mullen. Play center with the basketball, down by a bucket. Callaway, short corner, ball fake, step in. Off glass, no. Rebound, she rips it back down and gets it in. The sidewalk surfer. An amazing get after the miss. And then Callaway knocks it up and in. We're tied at 34, Drew. We're going to keep it right here. I know there's a timeout on the court. But that possession could define this basketball game. Callaway made a great move and just left it short and then just fought and willed her way to that offensive board. And then the finish on even a tougher shot.
Shows just absolute toughness right there to go find a way, whatever it took to get that ball back in her possession to give herself an opportunity.
The Lady Tigers have tied it 34-34, 43 seconds remaining. Full court pressure, you know, is coming for the Lady Tigers against Andale. Out of the timeout taken by Clay Center. Is there a wrinkle that you think about throwing in with the full court pressure? You've been close enough already to coming up with Steve.
I think you just make sure that you don't give up an easy one over the top. Try to get as few as you can. If not, feel like you can guard it from the half court.
34-34. Again, our last report on Hanover, the boys were up big. They led by 28 going to the fourth quarter. Also a score on the Abilene Cowgirls. Casey Piper, 5:34 left to play. 36-25. Abilene girls now trail by 11. Lady Tigers full court pressure again. Andale will inbounds. They try to skip it across, still in the out-of-bounds line. Now they get it across into Sophia Easter. She will bring it up against Wright Frederick. 38 to work in the game, tied at 34. And we've got a double dribble. Wright Frederick pressuring. Easter got to hurry. And finally, that defense wore down, I think, mentally as much as anything. Andale, and they forced the turnover.
You know, Coach Edwards in this spot wants to get the last shot. He loves to play for these situations. One shot, go get a rebound. If you don't make it, try to win it here.
And you know, Andale back in the 2-3, you can go for the final if you want it. Wright Frederick has the dribble out near the timeline, tied at 34 apiece. Down to 23 seconds, around the 12-second mark, my guess. They'll put something in motion, or will they call a timeout even? Now he's going to bring it to the sideline with 15 to Callaway. Now 11, back to Sid. Timeout taken with 8.2 seconds remaining, and he'll take his odds to call a play from the sideline here on the timeout.
Who can draw a play in the sand here to get a bucket? Let's move on to the state tournament.
34-34. Timeout on the court. The finish coming up next.
If you're an over-the-road truck driver who's looking for change, an opportunity awaits you at TSI Kansas. We are currently seeking drivers to join our team. Our drivers must be dependable, dedicated, and hardworking. One who wants to stay with a growing company and make a career with TSI Kansas. Our benefits include quality equipment, top pay, health insurance, and much more. We welcome you to join our team. Call Heather at TSI Kansas, 785-632-5183.
8.2 seconds left in this basketball game. The Lady Tigers will have it on the sideline right in front of Coach Jeff Edwards. Andale, for the time being, has gone back and set the 2-3 zone out of the timeout. They did go man-to-man once briefly. Play center took advantage of it. Got a foul down inside. We'll see what they do here.
If they stay in that zone, that short corner, either Lauren or KCLY has been a really good option for them in the second half. If they go man, we'll see what's drawn up.
Wright Frederick to inbound it. Coach Jeff Edwards right by her side. It's right in front of their bench. Alley looks high post, not there. Back outside to Mullen. 7. High post is Lauren Lane. She turns, attacks the shot up for the win. No. Rebound. Ferguson back up. Can't get it. And down to zeros. We're headed to overtime. The Lady Tigers got looks, and looks they wanted. Good defense by Andale. Of course, you're going to let them play on at this point. I don't think there was a ton of contact. Just great play on both sides. Let's play for them on there.
Really good opportunity. Play centers played really well in this fourth quarter. Feel like they have a great chance here in overtime.
34-34. 4 minutes back on the clock. The overtime tip-off is on the way.
As a family-owned independent business, our agronomists at CS Precision Ag understand what it takes to make your operation successful. From Vera soil mapping and variable rate prescriptions to pre-season crop planning and weekly crop scouting reports, our agronomists tailor fit each package to fit your particular farm. We are accepting new customers for 2017 throughout north central Kansas and south central Nebraska. Contact us today at 785-630-0596 or visit us online at csprecisionag.com.
The Lady Tigers will head to overtime. Do they switch sides for overtime? They stay the same, don't they?
Just stay the same here.
Andale is lined up, so they will go the same direction. Now, at the opening tip-off of the game, Drew just brought up during the break, Andale didn't even try for the tip. They just backed away and allowed the Lady Tigers to have the basketball. We'll see what they do here. Tied at 34. Headed to overtime. Lauren Lane against Duchenritter. Looks like they are going to jump at this time. Let's see. Here's the opening toss, and it is owned by Lauren Lane. The Lady Tigers have the basketball. In overtime, Clay Center, who hadn't led in the fourth quarter until inside 3 minutes, had a possession at the end, couldn't get one down. Now they have the opening possession of overtime, 4 minutes on the clock. Right Frederick, right wing. Short corner, right Callaway. Looks low. Now they get it inside the post, well below the bucket. Lane forces it up, can't get it down. Rebound off the Gucciaritter. Tough shot inside. Lauren was really pinned down below the bucket, tried to muscle it up through the contact. Couldn't get it done. Lady Tigers back defensively, man-to-man. Here's Sophia Easter, left and deep to Burkamp. Callaway on her. Now at further deep it comes to Jill Burkamp. Now deep baseline left to the post and a foul on Ferguson. This will be a 1-and-1 chance for Jill Burkamp, who leads all scorers in this game with 10 for Andale. This will be a 1-and-1, 8-team foul against the Lady Tigers, 7th and whistled against Andale. 3:13 left. This goes quick when you get to overtime. Free throw up and good. And Andale has cashed in their free throws. They are now 5 of 7 from the stripe. They have the lead by 1 now in the OT. Second free throw is also perfect by the 5'10 senior. Clay Center trails by 2. They've been clawing from behind, it seems like, this entire game. Ferguson, that was her first foul. Addie Mullen, right wing to right Frederick. Addie to the corner. High post, Ferguson, ball fake, kick left, off the hands of Mullen. She'll save it in bounds, but it's picked up by Easter. Right Frederick back defending. Easter laying up and down. And Clay Center's trailing by 2 buckets now. And a timeout is taken. Easter went into the support, it looks like, and may have turned her ankle. What a finish. Mullen tried to go get that basketball. It went off her fingertips. Jumped out of bounds to save it back in, did. And then no one could get to it out in the half-court open area except for Sophia Easter, and she is now being tended to with what appears to be a right ankle that was twisted. While we have a chance, let's take a timeout here. Again, we're in overtime. The Lady Tigers now trail by 4, 2:48 left in this overtime when we come back.
The new signature wraps from Subway are bursting with flavor, packed with double the meat and just $6.50 each. Try the hearty habanero roasted chicken, the savory chicken Caesar, or the tasty turkey bacon and guacamole, all wrapped in a delicious wrap flavor of your choice: spinach, tomato, basil, or habanero. There's also a roasted red pepper hummus wrap for veggie lovers. Try the delicious new signature wraps, all just $6.50 each. Subway. For a limited time only at participating restaurants, plus tax, additional charges for extras.
38-34 with 2:48 remaining. Now Clay Center down by 2 buckets. Every possession obviously important at this point.
Still lots of time left. Good possessions, get good shots. Just going to have to find a way to get some stops as well. There's still lots of time.
Allie lets the ball roll to half court before picking it up, so no time off the clock as it rolls down the floor. Here's Lauren Lane in the corner left, the mullet. Addie out deep, right Frederick. In the corner right is Callaway. Sid to Allie. Looking to the high post. Now left, it goes deep to Mullen. Addie tries to attack. In the corner is Lane. Skip pass right Frederick. Allie, dribble drive. Now stops, backs it out, double team in the corner, in some trouble, and it's nearly taken away, now loose. Callaway has it. Kick out. Addie Mullen will drive it left side to the corner right. Wing right 3. Right Frederick short. Rebound pulled away by Burkamp, and the Lady Tigers must foul. 2:14 remain here in the fourth quarter. Good look on a scramble play for the Lady Tigers, and Allie Wright Frederick's 3 just coming up shy. To the other end for Andale, and they have been dynamite from the stripe. They have hit 4 of 4 in the second half. 2:14 remaining. Rachel Burkamp now at the line. Jill Burkamp a moment ago hit 2 for 2. This is a 1-and-1 chance, and it's good on the first one. And the lead is now 5 for Andale. 39-34. Second free throw is up and strong. Long rebound, tracked down by Addie Mullen. Play center down by 5. Down the court it comes to right Frederick. Allie in the front court, 2:08 left. Play center down by 5 here. Corner right is Callaway. Sid, back out deep. Right Frederick, dribble penetrates, takes it into a crowd. Up, off glass, no. Wanted contact, get it. Rebound, near steal by Mullen after the rebound goes to Andale. 1:55 remaining. Right Frederick trying to drive the lane and get to the free throw stripe. It didn't get a call, and the rebound comes off to Andale. Now they have it on the sideline, length of the floor to go.
Pick it up here, see if we can find a way to get a turnover full court.
Branson will step in to help defend. The lob, and it's Gutierrez brings it down. She's used her dribble up still in the backcourt. Now Rachel Burkamp, 1:50 left. Play center trailing by 5. Burkamp, the Knobloch, the freshman. Right Frederick on her. Right Frederick, 5 count should be on. Now it's Winter out near the timeline. Mullen defending there. Now it's Burkamp. Callaway pressures her to the half-court stripe, and now a reaching foul. 1:35 remaining, and Rachel Burkamp will be at the stripe. This will be the final 1-and-1 of the game. No, they say 2. That was the 10th team foul against Play Center. So 2 free throws coming here at the stripe. 39-34. Andale leads it by 5. First free throw for Burkamp is good. Make it a 6-point game. 1:35. Still a lot of time at basketball time, Drew, but it's down to some real tight stuff for the Lady Tigers.
Going to have to find a way now to convert on the offensive end. Maybe a 3 even is going to be needed.
Second free throw coming for Burkamp. It makes it a 3-possession game. The lead is now 7. Right Frederick up the floor. At the point, left and deep, Mullen, Addie. Lady Tigers need a shot and quick. Kick out lane for 3 on its way. Short. Rebound off the Burkamp. And now Ando with 1:20 left leads it by 7. Play center has to foul to stop the clock. They do on Morgan Geist. And Geist will shoot 2 on the other end. The Lady Tigers trail here by 7, 41-34. Geist to shoot 2. 1:18 left to work in the ballgame. First free throw for Morgan Geist. She's got 2 coming on its way, and it is good. Man, they hit free throws.
They really made it down the stretch.
Geist now with 5 points. Second half, they have only missed 1 free throw. 2, 4, 6, 9 of 10 in the second half alone. And they have just put this thing away with 1:18 remaining. They lead by 8. And the second free throw also good. 10 of 11. Timeout on the floor. 1:18 remains in the game. The Lady Tigers trail by 9 here at overtime when we return.
Are you in the market for a new house? Do you need a more reliable set of wheels to get you around town? Or do you just need some extra cash for an unexpected bill? Whatever the case may be, Union State Bank is here to help. We have competitive rates on a variety of different loan options suited to meet your needs. Don't hesitate. Call or stop in and visit with one of our loan officers that you know and can trust today. This is Brandy Crimmins with Union State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Wish you could be in two places at once? With leading innovative technology from Valley Irrigation and AgSense, you can. It's a combination that lets you keep one foot in the field and one in the action, so you can monitor your pivots from anywhere. Check real-time weather, machine configurations, soil moisture, and more, all from the palm of your hand. And if trouble strikes, receive alerts on everything from stuck pivots to wire theft. So when it comes time to cheer on your favorite team, you can be sure you never miss a play.
See Republican Valley Irrigation or call 632-5588.
Addie Mullen, the dribble drive on the left side. Got a good look at it. It rolled off the rim. The rebound comes away to Andale, and the reach-in foul against Clay Center will put the Indians back at the stripe on the other end. 43-34. The Lady Tigers have been scoreless in this overtime, and Andale's taken advantage of the free throw stripe.
They really have. Yeah, it's been a tale of two sides of the floor here.
Bergkamp at the line. She hits it. That's 11 of 12 in the second half, including overtime now for the Indians. And it's a 10-point lead with 1:10 remaining in OT. Rachel Bergkamp. One more free throw. She has 6 points in the game. Gets this one to crawl in as well. She has 7. Clay Center trails by 11. Yet to score in the overtime. Wright Frederick, top of the key. Dribble penetrates to the lane. Shot blocked. Taken away. Now Addie Mullen gets it back. Mullen, kick out left. Callaway for 3 on its way and short. Rebound. Lauren Lane comes up with it. Can't get it down. Franson battles. Great hustle play by the Lady Tigers in the paint. The arrow, though, belongs to Andale with 54 seconds remaining. And Clay Center trailing here by 11. 45-34. Full court pressure here for the Tigers. Tyler Winter will inbound it. Now does so. Back to Winter. Mullen again pressures. Lob down court. Knobloch's the freshman into the front court. 46 to work. Clay Center. Strong man-to-man. Jill Bergkamp laying out on her. Now it's skipped across to Rachel Bergkamp. Down to 40 seconds remaining. Clay Center trails by 11. And Andale has just pulled off the upset, or getting that much closer as Clay Center will foul. Haley Francis reaches in and will put Winter at the stripe to shoot 2. But with 34 seconds left and down by 11, the Lady Tigers are going to see what has been a magical run come to an end here in the state championship.
They really have had a fantastic season this year. A lot to take a lot of pride in.
At the free throw line, though, Andale knocks down another charity. They've only missed one this entire second half and buried both Tyler Winter, and she now has 7. 47-34. Right Frederick front court. Baseline right Franson. Haley tries to dribble drive. It's out of bounds off of the Lady Tigers, and it goes back to Andale. Full court pressure again. Aaron Hamill will check on for the Lady Tigers. Franson out. Senior Brianne Wilson. Bree will come in for the Lady Tigers. That'll let Lauren Lane come out. Lauren, great battle with 7 points as she comes off the court. 30 seconds left. Clay Center. Basketball inbound. Aaron Hamill pressuring in the backcourt. Rachel Bergkamp with Wright Frederick on her, down to 22. Now down the floor it comes. Gutierrez, near steal by Mullen, knocked it out of bounds. It will stay with Andale on the sideline. 19.8 remaining on this season for Clay Center. They continue to battle as Andale leads it by 13 down to the final seconds here of the overtime. It was 8-7 after 1, 16-16 at half. 3-point game going to the court. Now Mullen, another steal. Addie racing down the court all the way to the lane. Lane is good. Mullen now with 9 points, but we're down to 10 seconds. The Clay Center trailing by 11. And Andale can just hang on to the basketball with 5 and with 4. Your defending champion, the Lady Tigers, will come up short in overtime. The final, Andale 47 The Lady Tigers 36 in OT here in Emporia. Stay with us. Postgame will be coming your way in just a moment.
Central Valley Ag believes that each employee contributes directly to the cooperative's growth and success. This is your invitation to become a member of the CVA team. Go to their website. You can see a current list of job openings, information on benefits, even sign up for one of their email lists. Visit cvacoop.com/careers. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
When it's time to purchase a vehicle, you owe it to yourself to check out Glavin Ford of Clay Center. If you want the best deal possible, that's what Glavin Ford of Clay Center will do for you. Starting with our engines and oil changes for life, that's huge, folks. And your trade-in is worth more to us here at Glavin Ford. So if you're upside down in your current vehicle, it's important that you shop Glavin Ford of Clay Center. Go to our website at GlavinFordofClayCenter.com or come see us at downtown Clay Center. Glavin Ford of Clay Center, home of the engines and oil changes for life.
For any concrete project you need for a residential driveway, basement, patio, or curb, you can count on Midwest Products to handle it. At every level of the job, you'll find a dedicated, skilled crew prepared to deliver a professional job. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, Lynn, and Washington, they can meet the needs of residential, commercial, or farm-related projects. For other ready-mix concrete work, give Midwest Products a call at 800-371-2252.
If you've got a newer truck or tractor, you may need a newer diesel fuel. That's because newer engines operate under such extreme heat and pressure they can actually cook your fuel, causing power loss, clogged filters, even engine failure. The solution is simple. Cenex Premium Diesel with a special additive package formulated for the rugged demands of today's diesel engines. Want better running equipment? Get a better running diesel.
Investing in our owner's success. Farmers Cooperative.
The Clay Center Lady Tigers come up short. Overtime, outscored 13-2 in the overtime session. It was a game that saw Clay Center just struggle from the floor, 13-44. And they got looks. I know inside they were heavily defended with big bodies that just, there were bumps all over the place on both ends. But Clay Center unable to get that done. They never could get the transition game going they wanted to against this Andale squad. And when they got to overtime, I know I had a feeling, okay, they're going to take control, and instead it was Andale that did just that.
I also had the same feeling. It felt like in the fourth quarter, Clay Center has been the more dominant team, and that if they could just continue that momentum into the overtime, they were going to be in good shape.
Lady Tigers come up short again. It is a 47-36 final. We'll come back and look at scoring and talk about the wrap-up to this season for Clay Center. Disappointing, certainly lost for these girls. We know what they had expected for the weekend ahead, but what a season it has been that they've given the Clay Center Tiger community. But they come up short here, 47-36. The Clay County National Bank postgame show is here. We're back in just a moment.
Think for a moment about all the high school youth who not only excel in academics, but also are successful athletes. It's not a coincidence. These student athletes possess the attributes of self-motivation, determination, and willingness to work hard. They shine on the court and in the classroom, and Clay County National Bank is proud to support them. I'm Emma Gurton, and on behalf of the entire staff, we wish the Tigers every success this season. We're Clay County National Bank, member FDIC.
The final here is 47-36. The back-to-back Hopes come up short, but they get it to overtime. We probably should go back really and focus on that. The final 4 minutes, the overtime, obviously things just didn't go their way, but they scraped, clawed, battled. They were down 5, remember, in the fourth quarter again, as they were last Saturday, and this time they get it to overtime. They had a possession late. They could have won it. They just came up shy there, but this was a heck of a battle against a really good Andale team.
You really have to tip your hat to the Clay Center seniors. They really fought, willed this team to be able to be in that position to go to overtime, and you saw the great plays made down the stretch by the Tigers. It wasn't meant to be in overtime.
The Lady Tigers were led by Addie Mullen, who had 9 points, 8 from Hannah Ferguson. Now, for Mullen, 7 of her 9 in the second half. For Ferguson, 6 of her 8 in the second half. You get 7 from Lauren Lane, 6 each from Sid Calloway and Allie Wright Frederick. So the balance was there, just not enough buckets to go down for Clay Center to finish this thing off. and they will finish the year at 20-3. Now think about that, 20-3. Defending state champions, a heck of a win Saturday in the sub-state just to get here, and then you lose in the opening round. But 20-3, there's a lot of teams out there that would dream of a season like that.
It's always disappointing when the season has to come to an end, and nobody wants that to happen, but they did have a fantastic year.
And those seniors that Drew talked about, I mean, they have been terrific with this program, both on and off the court. And I talked to a lot of people over the last few years. The last year they won it, I heard more and more questions after they win a state championship, and I said it's great because they're a great team, and they were again this year. And I also said, and I will this year, they're also a team you can be proud of, both on the floor and just the way they conduct themselves off the court, in the classroom, all those things you want your team to be about. The Lady Tigers have been all that. I know you're close to the program. You understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're great young ladies. They're going to be great, have great lives in the future, and a lot of times that's the most important thing.
Bree Wilson, of course, for the Lady Tigers, number 25, a 5'5" senior. Lauren Lane, 5'9" senior, the keeper, number 15, and the sniper, Allie Wright-Frederick, number 12, a 5'5" senior. They have been something else for this program and can raise their heads high down the road. I know right now there's nothing but tears because this is not what they wanted or expected, and I think that's a big part of what they've done for this program. It's become expectations to do big things, and they have done certainly that to finish the year at the state championships and 20-3 on the season. Drew, thanks for stepping in this week. We really do appreciate the work you've done with us here on KCLY.
Thank you very much. I've had a great time doing it.
Lady Tigers come short in overtime. The final here, 47-36. Andale will move on to play Friday at 3 in the semifinals. KCLY will have a doubleheader tomorrow out at Hayes. 3 o'clock tip-off for the Hanover Lady Wildcats. The Hanover boys will follow at 4:45 in the 1A Division I semifinals. It's going to wrap it up here from Emporium. For our studio engineer, Bernie Fancella, for Drew Johnson, this is Rocky Downing telling you to enjoy the rest of your Sports Thursday.